go ahead and get started. How are you all doing this evening? Um, do a little bit of a review from what we learned the past last week, because we are going to continue to use these terms somewhat in this class today. The first, as you recall, was bijanum, which was feels good, right? Feels good. Like you can say ne bijanum, I feel good, etc. And then there is also ay bijanum, which is don't feel good. Ne ay bijanum, I do not feel good. There was also gusiga, which is I am or angry, angry. Gusiga, I'm angry, showing my teeth, mad. Also, we learned kaimani, is a word for tired. Kaimani, I am tired. We did not sleep very well last night. Next was duoyai, which was sick. Duoyai. I am not sick. We also learned which is a word that again means like you're very, very, very weak, sick, like even on to the point of death, just really, really, really not feeling good. And we learned suai, which was tired, or excuse me, not tired, sick, or you know what? Ignore everything I'm saying. It means afraid. It means afraid. I am tired, so my mind isn't fully here. Suai is afraid. Suai, afraid. Suai. And finally, the last one we learned last week was nasugwe, which was to be embarrassed, ashamed, bashful. Nasugwe. All right, so today we're going to add on two more feelings, and I'm pretty sure you guys are maybe already familiar with these terms. One was a word for hunger, the other for thirst. And as we will see when I get there, there are actually two different words that can be heard for the hungry. But we'll get there in just a moment. We're also going to learn a couple directionals. We're going to learn how to talk about something being on the left side, and we'll talk about something being on the right side, the left side and the right side. Finally, we're going to learn how to refer to someone as being seated, But we're going to combine all of that together. So the full, I guess, phrase that we'll kind of focus on is talking about the one sitting on the left side versus the one sitting on the right side. Okay. I think this is kind of useful, just kind of learning how to talk about those kind of things. If you're talking about something and you see it and you're like, hey, this thing on the left side versus this thing on the right side, just to kind of be more specific. Sorry, I'm admitting someone else. So the first term, this little boy, see his little bubble, his thinking bubble, he has food on his mind. So again, there are two different ways in shurs that can be heard to refer to someone being hungry. One is a common one that you hear even in other communities is jiayai. Sometimes that TS will sound more like a DZ sound, like jiayai. I remember literally about 20 years ago, I was with my friend Michelle, her grandfather, Marcos Macaulay, who's originally he's from Yerington. And I had asked him like, hey, how do you say hungry? And that's how he said it, with that more like a DZ sound. He said, Nudzayai, Nudzayai, I'm hungry. The other way is Bazia. Bazia, you can say hungry, I am hungry. Bazia, Bazia, I am hungry. And the next term is for being thirsty. Okay, this woman, she needs some water, thirsty. So the way it is pronounced in the Shurs area, there's actually three different ways, but it all is similar to what you see here. Budai, Budai. Notice that double U there, two U's. That's because that first syllable is lengthened. That sound is kind of stretched out a little bit. Budai, Budai. Thirsty. Sometimes you will hear a little bit of an E sound coming after those two U's, as you see here. It'll be more like a buidai, buidai, buidai. There's some audio that I have of Harold Miller, and I hear him pronouncing it both of these two different ways. Buidai, also buidai, buidai. And finally, one other way, kind of another variation, is you have an extra sound following that D. So it'll be more like a bujai, bujai, bujai. And if you, well, actually, I know some of you are familiar with how perhaps they say this up in the Pyramid Lake area. That D sound will kind of have more like a T sound. Like there's that story that Ralph Burns shares, and he has it with the T sound. And then even further north, like in McDermott, they pronounce this D more like a ch sound. So if you are familiar with either one of those and you're more comfortable with either one, you are more than welcome to use that pronunciation. You are absolutely free to use that. But I will be using more of this stronger D sound in this class. All right, so next, as I had just mentioned, there are a couple of people that just recently joined. We're going to be learning how to refer to somebody seated on the left side versus someone seated on the right side, okay? So let's dig into that a bit more. So the root word for left is oi. Oi. Very, very simple term. Very easy. Oi. Oi. That's the root term for left. But if you want to say the left side, okay, side, there is a suffix that you add on to that, and it is nagua. Nagua. That suffix refers to the side. So oinagua. Oinagua means side, or left side rather. I know you guys can remain muted, but if you need to, go ahead and say that out loud. Repeat that to yourself. Oinagua. 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 Very simple. Again, I know like in Pyramid Lake area and elsewhere, the northern dialects, that double G is more like a K sound. Oinagua. Now, if you add this word su in front of it, su oinagua, now you're referring specifically to the left side. The left side, right? The left side. Su oinagua. Su oinagua. Su oinagua. A lot of repetition, again, is important. And finally, to say someone who is seated on the left side, to refer to someone sitting on the left side, you just add this word, katuri, 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 katuri. So this full phrase, su oinagua katuri, means the one seated on the left side, or the one sitting on the right side. So again, I know some of you are already familiar with the root word for the word to sit. The verb to sit is katu, 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 K-A-T-U. Qat. So this final suffix here, du, is what is called a nominalizer. Nominalizer. Basically, that's just a fancy term for it turns this verb into a noun. So the verb sit now becomes, in a sense, sitter or someone who sits. Qaturu. Qaturu. So again, the full phrase, su oinagwa qaturu. The one who sits on the left-hand side. This entire phrase basically functions as a noun in a complete sentence, okay? The one sitting on the right, or excuse me, on the left side. Again, let's slow down. Let's kind of say that out loud there as you're muted. Just kind of get familiar with that phrase. Su-oin-nagwakaturu. 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 Not difficult, but again, like anything, especially learning a new language, it just requires a lot of practice and repetition. Now, if you want to say the one sitting on the left is is thirsty, we haven't gotten there yet, you just add that word budai, right? Because notice in his little thinking bubble that he has over his head, he has water. He has a glass of water. So this guy is thirsty. The one sitting on the left is thirsty. So you guys need to get that in your minds, because later on in this class, this is one of the answers you are going to be giving when I begin asking the questions. You will say this. All right, so now to refer to the one on the right side, okay? The right side now. Well, first off, am I going too fast? You guys following? You guys good? Any questions so far? See some thumbs up. All right then. So the right side, or the one sitting on the right side, we already know the one seating is su katuru, right? Su katuru is the one seated, or the one sitting. So instead of oinagwa, to say the right-hand side, it becomes a much longer term. Not as easy as oi. It is dumadainagwa. 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 So the root word for right is what you see here underlined. Dumadai. 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 Okay, again, say it out loud. Dumadai. Dumadai. That's the root for to right, or excuse me, not to right, but the right, like the direction side right. And then you, as I mentioned previously, nagwa. Nagwa means the side. So the right side, dumadai nagwa. Dumadai nagwa. And all together, su dumadai nagwa katuru. Su dumadai nagwa katuru. The one sitting on the right side. The one seated on the right side. Su dumadai nagwa katuru. The one seated on the right side. In this case, notice her little thinking bubble. She has food on her mind. So she's not thirsty, rather she's hungry. So in that case, again, you just add the word at the end for hungry, which you can say tiayai. Su tamare nawakatira tiayai. The one sitting on the right side is hungry. Su tamare nawakatira tiayai. Su tamare nawakatira tiayai. The one sitting on the right side is hungry. Or again, if you prefer, you can use the other term bazia, right? Bazia. Su tamare nawakatira bazia. Su tamare nawakatira bazia. The one seated on the right side is hungry, right? So here are both phrases all in one slide. just to visualize it. You can see it. You got one person on the left who's thirsty, one on the right is hungry. So, su oinagwakaturu budai. The one on the left is thirsty. Su temarinagwakaturu jayai. The one on the right is hungry. Or again, su temarinagwakaturu pazia. The one on the right is hungry. So, again, before we get started onto the questions, do you have any questions for me? Are we good? Got it? Panka,
Can you do the pronunciation for thirsty one more time? I mean, not thirsty, for hungry.
yeah, so that first one, right here it is again. There, the very last word on the far right. Tiayai. 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 So there's that TS sound. It's like what you hear in the word hits, like somebody hits you. It's that TS. Or again, I'm not sure if you were here at the beginning of the class, I mentioned that sometimes it sounds like a DZ. You know, oftentimes when people are speaking fast, that voicing comes out and it sounds more like zayai. So, got it?
Got it. Thank you.
Ooh. All right. So again, last week, now this is some more review from last week. We learned how to ask, how does someone feel, right? How does someone feel? So in this case, that same template, remember, hayu num was that template of how to ask, how is someone feeling? Hayu num. In this case, if you want to ask how the one feels on the left side, who is sitting on the left side, you just add that phrase in the middle there. Su oinagwakaturu. Su oinagwakaturu. The one sitting on the left side. So, hayu su oinagwakaturu num means, how does the one sitting on the left side feel? So this is what one of the questions I'm going to ask you all. I'm going to ask you, hayu su oinagwakaturu num? How does the one sitting on the left side feel? And you will respond based on what the person sitting on the left side, how he feels. And they're all going to have this little thinking bubble. So you will be able to identify and know how they feel so that you can respond appropriately. So again, hayu su oinagwakaturu num? How does the one sitting on the left side feel? Versus, if you want to ask now, how does the one sitting on the right side? You do the same exact thing. I don't have it written out here, but instead of what you see here, instead of su oinagwakaturu, you'll put su temarinagwakaturu. So su temarinagwakaturu, the one sitting on the right side. Hayu su temarinagwakaturu num. Hayu su temarinagwakaturu num. How does the one sitting on the right side feel? Hayu su temarinagwakaturu num. How does the one sitting on the right side feel? Does that make sense? Good. Please do not hesitate to ask question if you need it. You want some clarity. All right. Whoops, wrong slide. Let's go to this one here. This is basically the same two people that I've just showed you guys. So you already know the answers. I'm gonna begin going down the line, and let's get started asking and responding. Again, it's that repetition. Repetition is what is helpful. So, Chrissy, I think I have my thing set up so that it's alphabetical order, and you're the only one. There's no A's or B's. It begins with the C for Chrissy. So you ready?
Togi.
Cool. All right. So listen, which one I'm asking? Hayusu tamare nagwakaturinum.
Tu tumaday nagwa katudu pasia. Num. Pasia num.
Okay, yeah. And you don't have to put num at the end of it. You can,
Okay.
but you don't have to. But yeah. So she says su tamare nagwakaturi pazia. She chose that term, pazia. Su tamare nagwakaturi pazia. The one on the right hand, the one sitting on the right hand is hungry. So Chrissy, hayusu oy nagwakaturinum.
So oy nagwa katudu pudai.
Correct. So oy nagwakatudu pujai. The one sitting on the left hand side is thirsty. Bija, bija. Good. I'm gonna stick with the same slide just a few times, asking others, just so we can kind of get used to this and get familiar with it. So, Danae, are you available?
I can only listen right now.
Okay, that's cool. No worries.
Thank you. I'm at work.
Cool. I know how that is. Sometimes I haven't been able to recently, actually for quite a while, but Thalia Dick's Zoom class with the Reno Sparks Indian Colony, at times I'm having to listen to it while I'm at work because it's kind of during the middle of the day and I'm not able to respond either. So no worries. You guys are all good. So next is Dylan. Are you there?
Uh-huh.
All right then. Hayu su oinagwakaturenum.
Suonoi kwa kadera pertai.
Ja. Is hayu su tamare nagwakaturenum.
Su tamale na kwa kadera ziaye.
Ja. Good job. All right, Lisa, are you available to respond?
Yeah, I'm not going to be super good, but I'll give it a shot.
It is all right. No, it is all right. No worries. We're all learning here. I'm not a fluent speaker. I'm still learning myself with a lot of things. So we're all on the same page. All right. So the right side is actually it was giving it away. I can't do that. Never mind. Su oina guacaturinum. Hayu su oina guacaturinum.
Oh, let's see. I think we better pass because I forgot how to start it.
It's okay. No. Let's not pass. I'll help you out. I'll guide you through it because it's good to it's good. It's okay to walk through
Okay.
it. So to start it now,
So onagwa
yep.
pazia num.
So su oina guacaturu. How you say? It's how you start. The one sitting actually is on the left side. Su oina guacaturu. The one sitting on the left side, and then you just say, and then you put how he feels next.
Okay. So onagwa puri num.
Pudai.
Pudai. Pudai.
Yeah. Pudai.
Okay.
Good job.
Pudai.
Su oina guacaturu pudai. Exactly. All right. I'm gonna ask you the next one. Is hayu su tamare na guacaturu num.
Su inagwa. Oh wait, she's on the right side.
Tamare na.
Oh, su tamari. Tumari.
Tamare na.
Pazia num.
Yeah.
Tamari. Nagwa. Mara.
That.
Tumara.
Yeah. Tamare.
Pazia. Oh, Marai.
Marai nagwa. Tamare nagwa.
Marai Nagwa. Azia? No.
Cool. Good job. Like I appreciate you trying practicing that's the way to learn, even if we're not perfect. Like I've been there. It is okay. It's okay. Ay nasugwepan. Ay nasugwepan means don't feel any kind of shame or embarrassment or anything like that. Please, to anyone out there, because we're all learning. We're doing this together. And that's kind of how we are. That's the sad reality of who we are today as modern day 2024 Native people. We are the fruit, the outcome of colonization, assimilation, of boarding schools. Our languages were beaten out of our relatives, and we are now here trying to learn. And it is not easy, but we're doing this together. We're doing this Numu with the people, with each other. So it is okay. It is okay. Please don't feel any kind of embarrassment or anything like that. All right, next I have on my screen is Maxine. Maxine, you're next.
Okay.
Hayu su tumare nagwaka turinum.
Zoom. Tumare nagwa katuru. Zia yai.
Bija, su tumare nagwaka turu tsiaya. The one sitting on the right is hungry. Yesh. Hayu su oina gwaka turinum.
Su oi nagwa katuru purai.
Okay, correct. So oina gwaka turu pudai. It's thirsty. All right, let's go on to a new slide. And we'll go on to the next person. Michelle, I know you said you're eating. Are you still eating? Muasu te kawan, toishu te kawan. Are you still eating? See, she is still eating. All right, Monica, are you available today? Last week, she was in the car driving, so she said she wasn't able to respond, but all right. We'll move on. Numu Mogotni, are you there? Are you able to respond?
Careful, baby, you might fall, okay?
I'm here, Josh.
All right, cool. Hayu su oina guacaturinum.
Su oinakwa katiretsia.
Togi, correct. Ishi hayu su tamare na guacaturinum.
Su temade nakwakatide spuche.
Togi, good job. Notice how she pronounced it with her dialect. Again, for those of you who just recently joined, there are different ways of pronouncing this word. In the Shurs area, it's pudai with the D. But in other places, it's pujai with that CH sound. So good job, Bija. Thank you very much. Who do I have? Actually, Panka. Are you there?
Yeah.
All right, we'll stick with the same slide. Hayu su tumare nagwaka turinum.
So copy after you.
What's that?
Can I copy after you?
Sure, absolutely. So to say the one sitting on the right side is thirsty, you can start saying su tumare nagwaka.
Tomade na what?
Katuru
Katuru
pudai.
Budai.
Good job. So all together, su tumare nagwa katuru pudai.
So tomade na what? So tomade Nagwa
Katuru
Kadura
Pujai.
Put
Good job. No, good job. You're doing a great job. I know this is a long phrase, but it was okay. Let's do Panka. I'll ask you for the left side now. Hayu su oin
Okay.
nagwakaturenem. Hayu su oin nagwakaturenem. How does the guy on the left side sitting down feel? So you start with the one sitting on the left side.
Su
Oin nagwa.
Wainagwa Katsura
Yep. Su oin nagwakature. And then how does he feel? He has a taco on his mind. So how does he feel? What does he want? He's hungry, right? So do you remember how to say hungry?
Wait. Hazi
Zia. Yep.
Hazi.
Zia.
Yay.
Oin nagwakature pa zia. Good job. Yeah, I mean, and it's just a matter of if you have it written down, that's fine. Just keep reading it and re-saying it over and over and over, and that's how it becomes more easier to pronounce. Su oin nagwakature pazia. Su oin nagwakature pazia. Su oin nagwakature pazia. And you just keep, even if you're stumbling over your words, you just keep on repeating it over and over, and then it'll become more easier, become more natural. So thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to who's next? Rebecca, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Hayusu tamare nagwakature
Su tamare nakwa katera padai
Udai. Good job.
padai
Yeah, udai. Su tamare nagwakature
padai.
udai. Yeah, all right. So hayusu oin nagwakature
Su oina kwa e katera teye.
Okay, correct. So oin nagwakature tiayati. Baby, or one sitting on the left side is hungry. I know it's obviously babies, it's bottles, and they're drinking, right? But really, he's hungry. All right. Let's see. Who's next? Richard and Charmaine said they're not able to respond today. They're just listening. That's awesome. That's good. All right. Salisha, are you there?
Yes.
All right then. Use hayusu oina guacaturenum.
Su oina guacatura seye.
Oina guacacate.
Oina guacaturenum.
He's budget.
He's thirsty. Oh,
Yeah.
budget.
Budget.
Aha, yeah. So oina guacaturenum pujai, as you said in your guys' dialect. Yes, hayusu tamare na guacaturenum.
Yeah.
Su. Let's see. Should.
Su tamare na guacate chie.
Tumadai. Start with that. Tumadai. Yeah. Tumadai. Nagua.
Tamarai nagua katera. Say.
Aha, good job. Good job. Great. Again, a lot of just practice and repetition. Well, practice makes perfect, as they say, right? And I heard Nick, your brother there responding too. So I'm gonna ask you anyways, Nick. Hayu su oina guacaterenum.
So oina katere puche.
Hayu su tamarina guacaterenum.
So tamarina katere tia.
Good job. All right then. Next, I have Shaya Patuzuba. Are you there? Patuzuba. Shaya.
We'll have to pass for now.
Okay, no worries. She was last on my list, so I'm going all the way up to the top again. Actually, we have Chad now. Chad was not here earlier. Chad, I know you weren't here earlier, but do you kind of get what we're doing, or do you want me to kind of guide you through it?
Yeah, it got me through it here.
Okay, so I'm asking one or the other. How does the one sitting on the right hand side feel versus how does the one sitting on the left side feel? So if I ask, hayu su oina guacature num. Oina guacature refers to the person on the left side. Hayu su oina guacature num. How does the one sitting on the left side feel? And I don't think you were here last week. So this person, like, notice she has her batteries are running low. So basically,
Yeah.
she's tired.
All right.
A word for tired is kaimani. Kaimani. So to say the one sitting on the left side is tired, you use that whole phrase again. Su oinagua. I'll write it in the comment. Su oinagua pature kaimani. If you see it there in the comments, su oinagua pature kaimani.
Okay.
So give it a shot.
Su oinagua katuru kaimani.
Yeah, su oinagua katuru kaimani. The one sitting on the left side is tired.
Yeah. Su oinagua katuru kaimani.
Good job. And then for the one on the right is su tumadainagua katuru, is the one sitting on the right. Su tumadainagua katuru, the one sitting on the right. So hayu su tumadainagua katuru num. How does the one sitting on the right?
All right.
Now she is writing in the comments. There are two different ways. So tamare na wakaturu tsiaya, or I don't know, I'm sorry, I just looked at her bubble. She's thirsty. So that word I put in the bottom is what you will end it with. So
All right.
Say it again.
Yeah, pudai.
Pudai.
Yeah, pudai.
Tamare na wakaturu pudai.
Su tumadana kwa katuru pudai.
Awesome. Thank you. Perfect. It was good. Thank you very much. All right, then let's go. Next is Chrissy. Muasu. Is hayu su tamade na guacaturu num.
Su tumadainagua katuru pasia.
Ja, she. Hayu su oina guacaturu num.
Su oinagua katuru kusigya.
Okay, correct. Su oina guacaturu kusigya. Again, for like others who weren't here last week, kusigya means angry. Kusigya. Su oina guacaturu kusigya. The one sitting on the left hand side is angry. All right. Thank you. Danae, I can't remember if you were available or not. Were you available last time?
I'm at work, but I'll go for it.
Okay, perfect. Hayu su oinagwa katurunem.
So oinagawa katuru. Hold on. It's okay. Hold on. Let me get this. On the left side is
She feels good.
She feels good. Pijanu.
Yeah.
I guess you don't have to say no at the end. Pija.
Yeah. Su bishanem. Yeah, she feels good. Good job. Yeshi hayu su tamare nagwa katurunem.
Can you pronounce that one more time? Tumad.
Tumadai nagwa.
Tumadai nagwa. Okay, so tumadai nagwa kuturu budai.
Budai. All right. Good job. Thank you very much.
Jeez. Thank you.
Yep, no worries. So, who is next? Back to Dylan. Dylan, mo asu. Hayu su tamare nagwa katurunem.
Su tamara nakwa katura te oya I.
Ja, jaya. Or, oh, you said toya.
You said left? Did you say tamara? Oh, yeah, I mixed it up. Yeah, tiaye. So su tamara nakwa katura tiaye.
She hayu su oinagwa katurunem.
Su anoi kwa katura te oya I.
Correct. Toya. Yep. Ushukazi toya. That cat is thirst or sick or kade. Kade is a way, kind of an anglicized way of saying cat. Kade. One way. I think there's other ways. Elaine. Elaine was she joined kind of late. Are you there?
Yeah, but I'll just listen in. I joined late, so I'm listening.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right, then Lisa, back to Lisa. Lisa, want to give it another shot?
Yeah.
This makes perfect. All right, so hayu su oinagwa katurunem.
So oi nagwa katuru puche.
Ja, puja. She's thirsty. Ishi hayu su tamadai nagwa katurunem. This one, just to give you a hint, this one, that face kind of, in my mind, is bashful. Embarrassed, exactly.
All right. So oi. Oh wait, I think I got that backwards. Sorry about that. So oi nagwa katuru nasoi nasogwai.
Nasugwe.
Nasugwe. Nasugwe.
But in this case, you want to say it's on the right side. Su tamadai nagwa katuru. Su tamadai nagwa katuru.
Oh, somada nagwai.
Awesome. Cool.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Got a few more slides left, and next is Maxine. Moasu. Hayu su oinagwa katurunem.
Su oinagwa katuru tiaye.
Bija yeshi hayu su tamadai nagwa katurunem.
Worn out?
What was that?
Worn out? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what I had in mind. Yeah.
Su tuma danagwa katuru kakua.
Yeah. Good. So tumaday nagwakatude kaipu a. Kaipu a was that word for being just worn out, weak, and just sick. Very, 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 very sick. Bija, thank you. Panka, are you there? Wanna give it another shot?
Yeah.
All right. Hayu su oin nagwakatude num.
Are you soon?
Oin nagwakatude num. Oi. Oi nagwa is the one on the left side.
Okay. So you're asking me how she feel? It's in here somewhere.
He does not feel good. See, he's looking kind of sad, so he does not feel good. How would you say he doesn't?
Su kai pija.
Ai bijat num. He does not feel good. Yeshi hayu su tumaday nagwakature num. She
To
has
the right side?
kama in her mind, in her brain. She wants to eat some kama. She's very traditional grandma. Hayu su tumaday nagwakature num. How do you say she?
Su oinak.
Tumaday nagwa on the right side.
So you asked me how is she hungry?
Yeah. How does she feel? So how would you say
Su
the right is tired or hungry?
su
Tumaday,
oin. Huh?
say tumaday nagwa.
Tumade nagwa.
That means right side. Kature, sitting.
Katura
Tiaya, hungry.
siaya.
Good job. So the full phrase would be su tumaday nagwa kature tiaya. The one sitting on the right is
Su tamate na.
yep. Keep practicing. Keep practicing. All right, let's ask. I think maybe Numu Yaduan is there. I think maybe one or two more, and then we'll end it for the night and leave it open for some questions. So Numu Yaduan, hayu su tumaday nagwakature num. Hayu su tumaday nagwakature num. Where'd she go? Oh, maybe she's not there. All right then, Rebecca, are you there? I can't remember if you were listening or not, or able to respond. All right, then we will go to Salisha and Nick for the final question.
Oh, okay. You want
You su tumaday nagwakature num.
Su
Usu tsamaray na kwakatere usu tsamaray na kwakatere siya.
Saya is scared. Yeshi hayusu oin nagwakature num.
Usu oy na kwakatere puche.
Good job. Good job. Good job. It's Alicia. Turn. Hayusu tumaday nagwakature num.
Su tumaday na kwakatere siya.
Slightly scared.
Oh, yeah.
Di shahayu su oina gua katerenum.
Su oina kwa katara pujai. Pujai.
Just like that. Good job. Ja. Pujai. Pujai. How to say it in like actually, you know what? I think I've heard people from Pyramid Lake say it both ways with the pujai and also with that T sound. Pujai. Up in McDermott and those more northern is where it's more, that's where they definitely pronounce it with that CH sound. Pujai.
I'm enrolled in McDermott, but I have a lot of my mom's family's from PL.
Okay, so
So like I'm
yours.
both.
Yep. Good job. Awesome. Cool. All right then. Well, again, thank you everyone. It's just a matter of repetition, right? Repetition. Keep saying these as much as you can. Practice on your own throughout the next week, and I will post a review soon and the full class video I will post soon. So, that is all for tonight. Until next time, mubunidawa. If you have any questions, I will be here the next few minutes. So if not, then mubunidawa. See you later.
Konnichiwa.
Mubunidawa.
You too.
Thank you, Josh. You look like you're feeling a lot better.
I have been feeling much better. Thank you. Bija Dogano. Bija Dogano. Right.
Visharogano was Hanu Yeshutame Hibiok Zande the Hibiwa. Oh.
Konnichiwa.
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 Konnichiwa. All right, then looks like no questions. All right, then I'm gonna end the meeting. Till next week.